Hey guys, and welcome back. I told you I wouldn't be long. Here we are with another game from Wadjet I. I don't know if I'm saying that right or not, but it's the way I'm going to say it. We played Gemini Rue before. I really enjoyed Gemini Rue, it was a good game. And this company has been involved in kind of putting together some, well, various adventure games, publishing, I guess, some adventure games of various types. Mostly based around cyberpunk or, you know, other such kind of styles, if you like. Also kind of dystopian kind of adventure games and things like that. This is another one. This is Technobabylon. So, without further ado, let's get started. Technocrat Games. With a presentation of Technobabylon. Here we are. What are we doing? What's this?
Looks like you found the place.
You're sure this is the one?
So we found something.
I'm positive. Lava Sesame. There's my mandala in the trance. There's
Mandala.
a big gap in the records, and it's shaped exactly like her.
I thought you said he put a lot of effort into it.
They've been hiding her activity, but weren't covering up their own work very well.
If they did, then Ah!
How are the headaches?
So he's got
Won't be a
headaches.
problem for much longer.
You understand the plan?
Don't worry. I know exactly what I'm doing.
So there's a plan for us to do something. Let's.
After all, I've been planning this for
A
years.
plan that's been planned for years, if you say so. Technobabylon. That's the place. And let's get going. Prisoner of consciousness. What's this?
There's nothing like being in trance. A world built of abstracts and
Trance.
intellect, of tangible thought, where every part has been crafted by an individual soul. It's the purest form of contact a person can have, mind to mind. It's the pinnacle of
Human achievement.
Some
Something
might
tells
say
me it's not
achievement
quite
in the
as
physical world is somehow more meaningful.
not quite as
To
good
them
as
I
they're
say,
making out.
Join the future or be surpassed by it. Within the trance, we are millions of minds as one. But even as far as we've come, there's still one serious flaw. Its reliance on the real world as its background.
Relies on the real world, okay. So trance is some kind of like virtual reality?
And disconnections. Damn.
Disconnections? Is that common?
Don't
Okay.
panic. I'll just go and speak to the building manager. It's not like there's
Okay.
anything to be afraid about there.
Isn't it?
Let's get this over with.
Okay, so bottom right hand corner gives us our inventory, and if we select trance it'll disconnect us. Okay. Well, that's exciting. So we're in a
Better go
pretty
and talk to
dingy
the building
looking
manager.
place.
Ah!
Oh,
Ouch!
you just walked right into your door. That wasn't very clever.
Huh?
And we can't get out. Well, that's fun.
Password error, huh? I guess the door's broken too.
So we've got a password error on our door.
Contact.
That seems
manager.
clever, doesn't it? Unable to connect.
I'm trapped?
Looks like it. In a pretty dingy looking place. For the first time you can remember, the prospect of staying inside your apartment is frightening to you. Well, let's see. So left clicks to interact, right clicks to look at.
The Net Games trophy I won in '84.
She won a
I
Net
don't know
Games
why I
trophy in
still got
'84.
it. I pretty much scrapped everything else to build the wetware still.
Okay, well let's have that. I'm sure that could be useful. It's about the only useful looking thing I can see. We've got a food machine. What have we got here? There's a shower curtain. The shower curtain glows an eerie yet somehow soothing blue. Your project must have finished its final stages. Let's take a look. What is this?
It may
A
take up the
wetware
entire bathroom,
still.
but the still is totally worth it. By growing my own wetware at home, I'll never need to leave the apartment again, unless something like this happens.
Yeah. What can we do with that? Can we do anything to it? You remove the gelatinous clump of semi-organic wetware you've been cultivating in the still. It looks like it's grown enough to be usable by now. Well, that's exciting, I guess. What else have we got? We've got a food machine. As it says, the apartment's food machine, which pipes your infrequent meals straight into your home in semi-solid form. How exciting. Your machine's been broken for a while, but you haven't noticed. You've been too busy trancing. So that's being in that trance system, I guess. Well, maybe we can do something to get it working. What if we take... Ugh. That looks lovely, doesn't it? Let's put that in the food machine. Does that maybe make it work? Is that what that's for? You feel a flow of new data as your wetware inveigles itself into the food machine's systems. Does it work now? Oh look, we can get food. So what's this? We can get various food. Well, let's get a memory cartridge, whatever that is. So we've picked up a memory module. Okay. Well, we'll cancel that then. So that apparently seems to get things working. Does that mean if we use the wetware on there, it'll get the door working? Okay, yeah, so we're getting a connection. The apartment's centralized systems speak to you more clearly than ever as your wetware joins with its systems. Exciting. So what does that mean? Let's see. Does that mean I can now get back onto this? Yeah, it does. Okay, so we're connected again. What have we got here? Door panel, food machine. And when we're in here, we can look at email. So this is from the City of Newton, received on the 10th of July 2087, subject circumstances. Dear Ms. Sesame, I guess that's us. This message is to remind you that you have not been attending your scheduled employment meetings. If you do not inform us of absences, you risk losing housing support from the city. You've been receiving city support benefit for 711 days, and we hope that you will be able to improve your circumstances soon. This is from Baron M. O'Shea. From Lieutenant Colonel O'Shea, received 9th July 2087, a proposal. Dear Sir/Miss. Okay. My name is Marcus O'Shea. I am the chief financier for the Oklahoma General Martin Carter. His recent death at the hands of a rival warlord has left me with 150,000 quanta of his finance. If you will allow me to transfer through your bank accounts, I can offer to share its Nigerian prince again. No, thank you. What's this? This is from Root T, 2087, 9th July. Let's meet up. Hey, Dalla. That kind of face. Seems like we haven't seen you in years. No idea if you heard, but there's a big game coming up at the Rotunda. If you're up for leaving your apartment, we can probably get you a place on the team. XOXO. T. That says TI route. That just says T. XS Pharma. Got a flickering attachment there. Let's see what that is. Amazing deals on chem. Do you want the extra interface speed without the extra costs? Extra speed with extra farm. Open attached image for order info. That image looks dodgy and sketchy as hell. Are we really supposed to take this sketchy message? Excuse me, I just sneezed a little. I managed to stop it from catching you guys though. So I guess we're going to get this... We'll download the attachment, but I don't think we want to look at it because I've got a horrible feeling that we might have just attached a virus to something. Toxic Sigma. Received on the 4th of July 2087. A grow guide. Yo, Dalla, good hearing from you, though I know really it means you want something. Basically, yes, the batch of blue wetware you got is cracked, so you can grow it yourself. Just don't grey goo your place. It needs a few things. 1. Water, since that one makes up 99% of it. 2. Nutrition, it's an organism after all. 3. Heat, and the normal stuff it'd cause it to break down, but this blend is activated instead. Well, okay. Is there anything new? Nothing new. Okay, so we can get out of that now. How do we get out of the email? There, that's how we get out of the email. What else do we have here? We can read a news feed. What's in the news feed? No connection found. Unable to access cheeky server. Please check your network and try again. Okay, so we're not going to be checking news, sport, or anything else for that matter. Okay. So let's connect to this door panel and see if we can get it working. Oh, there's a knight.
Summon the guardian of thine abode.
The guardian of thine abode. Well, obviously me. Who are you?
Who are you?
I am the defender.
The guardian.
The knight. No threat shall
Well, hello,
dare
Sir
intrude
Knight.
upon thy domain while I stand watch.
Do you have a name?
I do not wish to trouble my lady with
Such
detail.
minute details.
So, just Knight then.
Whatever thy will, my lady.
Whatever thy will. Yeah. Yeah. What do you do?
What's your function?
I am the defender. I prevent intrusions upon thy fortress. The physical and the etheric.
Excellent.
I found you in the door's terminal software. You're the apartment's network security, aren't you?
Quite so. Trojans and malware flee from my
They
presence.
flee from his presence.
You also control the door's security.
A vital role, my lady. None shall threaten the sanctity of
None
your
shall
domain.
pass. Oh wait.
Tell me about yourself.
Sentinel Systems Nightwear, a data and physical security product of Sentinel Systems, version 3.02. Licensed to City of Newton Housing Services.
Okay. That's interesting. Why are you a knight?
What's with the knight in shining armor?
Well, it kind of makes sense,
Who
doesn't
is
it?
better suited to the role than a loyal defender of the realm?
Okay, now tell me properly.
My lady, mine own.
Out of character.
Yeah.
Following manager
No more
of the
character.
formation of Sentinel Systems, the company's theme was shifted to a feudal
A
design.
feudal design.
Has anyone ever told you that you get real tiresome real quick?
Probably
Customer
not.
research has shown the knight image to be effective. 89% of customers associated with increased security and ability to solve.
And what about the other 11%?
67% associated with
Wait, what?
defense of a home in a professional manner. 55%
Wait.
found it more confidence-inspiring than Sentinel's
Are these
previous master,
different?
Which was?
the sheriff.
The
Following
sheriff?
last year's New York police riots.
Oh, right, okay.
Such personnel diminished considerably.
That would make some sense, I guess. Can you let me
The
out?
door seems to be stuck. Can you do anything about that?
Attempting to operate door drive systems. Attempt 2. Attempt 3.
Oh my goodness, how many
It would appear
attempts?
the machinery of the door itself has become
Alright,
fatigued.
so I've got to try and
The
force it
terminus is
open.
unable to compel activity on the door's part itself. The
Okay.
safety unlock would doubtless serve you well at this juncture.
Can you use the safety unlock?
I'm afraid I cannot. It must be unlatched physically.
So I've got to
So
physically open the door.
Lies behind the terminal. With sufficient armament, mayhaps thou shalt reach it.
Gee, thanks.
That's helpful. Thanks a
Fare thee
lot.
well, my lady.
Thanks a lot, Sir Knight. If that's what I could call you. Let's see what the food machine has to say.
Hi, I'm Sheffy, your
Oh, my
interactive
word.
guide to THB Foods Auto Meal Sweets.
Who are you and what are you doing in my food machine?
Hi, I'm Sheffy, your...
We already had this bit.
I'm the voice of your food machine. I'm here to
The
help
voice
you
of the
make
food
the most
machine?
Your machine and all the delicious possibilities. And if there's trouble, I'm here to help you out.
What kind of trouble would she be able to help me out with? What can you
What
make?
kind of things can you make?
Using THE's
THE, okay, I get it. It's THE. The.
I'm able
You mean
to
the.
whip up some of the
It's
tastiest
the.
treats you've ever had.
It's called the.
Just you wait. Before you know it, you'll be having the most cost-effective food you've ever tasted.
Will I?
Dodging the question.
The question is being
My
dodged.
recipes are always getting bigger. My best friends at THE always come up with great
Again with the
new
chiming.
ideas. Everything from thrifting surprise to Nutri-Blood casserole.
Sounds great.
Ugh, don't be like that. Give them a try.
I don't
I've
much
had
like
to
your
live
food
off your
though.
crap for 2 years now. It's bland and it feels like runny puke. I have trouble swallowing and every mouthful makes
This food
starvation
sounds
that
great.
little bit more appealing.
Need Gordon Ramsay
Sorry
in
to
there.
hear that. Have you tried any of our new recipes recently?
Are they any better?
Try some.
Let's not.
Oopsie, it looks like I can't connect. Don't worry.
Yeah, don't worry, I can't either.
Always use the memory cards in the machine to upload delicious new recipes.
Oh, can I? Amazing. What about?
Hide get trays and cutlery?
Haven't you been eating with us for years?
Humor me.
THE
Oh, for goodness
have
sake.
self-contained vacuum formers to recycle utensils.
Oh, recycled utensils sounds great.
You're done with it.
What's on your recipe card now?
On the menu today, we've got...
Let's see. Error again.
Looks like the memory card's been taken out of the machine.
There's no food!
I'm so
Oh my
sorry.
goodness!
I can't cook without my recipe.
We're all gonna die!
Some master chef you are.
If you can find some new recipes on a memory module, I'd be happy to have a go with them for you.
Oh, you'd like that, would you?
Ciao.
Well, I guess there's not much we can do for the moment. However... Well, we got malware. Well, we don't want to look at that inside our system, do we? But I wonder if I can... There we go. So this malware I've connected to this... to there, but I guess we need to actually come out of this trance system to attach it to the food thing, I guess. Let's see, so we take this memory block and we put it in the food machine, yeah? Load the memory module into the machine. After a few moments it begins to glow, indicating a successful connection. Okay, so we want to get back in the trance then and speak to her, see what she's got to say. And we're back. And we're back in the room. So let's connect to the food machine and see what's happening.
Hi, I'm Sheffy, your interactive guide to
T-H-E, yeah.
Auto Meal Sweets.
Okay.
What's on your recipe card?
Anything on your recipe card now?
There's some new recipe data. It
Woohoo!
looks like...
What in the world? Uh-oh, she's gone mad. Too much malware. Too much malware. She's speaking in
Apparently
ones.
whatever virus was writing that T-mail is doing some damage. You don't look so good.
Nothing that could be worked around.
Okay.
Sounds more like you need someone to put you out of your misery.
What have we got here? I don't much like your food. What about the trays and forks? Why can't you
Why
put
can't I
metal in the
put metal
recycler?
Not while I'm a boss.
Not while she's the boss. Okay.
How do I get
Fork.
Yes. And the trays?
Oh, this is great. I don't much like
I
your
don't
food.
I like your face.
I don't like your nice. That's great. How do I shut you off?
How would I stop you stopping me? I need a fork.
Yeah? How about I stop you stopping me stopping you?
Sounds like a good plan.
I guess I'd have to stop you stopping me stopping you stopping me?
You're safe.
I thought that thing couldn't get more annoying. Will it work without
Will the
you?
machine work without you?
Oh, a bit of pasta.
That doesn't really answer my question.
She's just talking about pasta. Come on.
You're really, really annoying. You know that?
I think she probably does. Next one.
What?
Okay. Yeah, your mama.
You don't look so good.
She's
Nice.
the chef.
What about your... Yes?
She's the chef. That's all she knows to say. I'm the chef. I am the chef. Okay,
Ciao.
well, see ya. Good Bewiederson. Good Bewiederson. I think we need to get someone to deal with that.
Forsooth, who wouldst summon the guardian of thine abode?
It's me. Sheffy's not well.
I think Sheffy the chef's come down with something.
The steward harbors a blight?
Yes.
Zounds! This shall not be allowed to continue.
Don't let it continue, Sir Knight. Good Sir Knight.
Foul harbinger! There are grave accusations of treason upon your head, steward. Stand
Grave
and face
accusations
me.
of
We shall see
treason.
what trial by combat makes of you.
I'm sorry, I don't play.
Have at thee!
Oh. The cleaver into entwined.
Well, that takes care of her.
Okay, so I guess we're getting out of the trance system now. Okay, so now that we've got rid of that, what we need to do, it said, is we need to get a fork. The only way we're going to produce a fork is to recycle some metal, which is where our trophy comes in handy with the recycling machine. Metal recycled. And now we access the food machine. And we want to 3D print some metal. How do we do that? So how do we... Okay, so I see. So we want metal cutlery and some food. The machine gives in and spits out a metal tray and a metal fork. That'll be a useful thing for us to have. What's this?
Exposed fiber optics everywhere.
Exposed
Think
fiber
they deliberately
optics.
do this to make it less pleasant to live here.
Probably. Okay, so now we should be able to, because we need to physically get in behind the panel, we can use this metal fork to open the door panel. At least I hope that's how it's going to work.
Got it.
And we are free! Free at last. Oh. Well, that was exciting. Except her apartment blew up, I'm assuming. Was that what that was about? Did her apartment just explode? Did he do that? Did he make that happen? I feel like he made that happen. Suicide City, 20 hours earlier. Okay. It's a nice name for a city.
This is it. Animus Organics. You think Central's right on this one?
I still don't think an AI, however
AI.
could predict a crime like
Oh, it's like
However, if it does help
Precognition.
us catch the Mindjacker,
Central hasn't exactly been generous with the details. I don't really think we're going to find anything here.
We're not going to
There
find
are other
anything.
Stronger leads we ought to be chasing.
Okay, if you say so. Let's go inside. Dad's
Hey, anyone there?
doesn't look like anyone's around.
Oh, apparently no one's there. Okay. We've got reception. There's an elevator. Let's try that.
The elevator's locked. Panel says
Authorized personnel only.
I guess we need to find someone who counts as authorized then.
I guess we do. Let's try again. What in the world? Oh. Okay. Wonder if that person's authorized. Looks like that person's authorized, maybe. Let's take a look. The man is a victim of a long drop, but from where and why? Well, let's see.
What'd you find?
A security card. This man was custodial staff.
He was a
janitor.
janitor.
Probably not our Mindjacker's target then.
Maybe not, but
I don't think this was an accident.
But
We
he
need to
worked
find
here, he
out what's going
probably
on here.
isn't prone to falling down things. So I guess we'll use our key card on the elevator control then. Surely
it's unlocked
that'll...
floor 26 for us.
Must
Okay.
be where its owner was working.
So it'll only take us up to the floor that he was authorised to be on. That's interesting. See what we find. Seems like there was some trouble there, whatever that was. Oh, we got a broken window. And a dead person on the
Damn it.
ground. Someone's dead.
Burns all around the planar nodes and his wetware wiring. Yeah, this is our mindjacking victim.
Central
Okay.
was right.
So his mind has been
The attack was
jacked.
recent,
So
maybe minutes ago. The
is that why
mindjacker
that
was
person
probably
fell out the
interrupted by
window?
the janitor who ended up on the street.
There's only one other way out of here. To the roof. We need to get up there before he escapes
So
again.
what are we doing? Let's see. Let's take a look at... Before we do that, let's take a look at this. See if he's got any messages or anything. R. Atwood, Roy Atwood, HR Management. Got that on the 9th of July. Subject is the roof. There's a time and a place for the trance, and it's not up on the roof. Yes, it's private, but it's also extremely dangerous. Therefore, management's asked me to keep the roof access locked. Unless it's an emergency, FYI, trance cravings do not count as emergencies. Seriously, Avery, you're great at your job, but you need help. Okay. Animus Customer Relations. The Animus? Okay. Public statements. The management of Animus Organics would like to remind colleagues, I'll try to speak in English sooner or later, not to make statements to the press regarding product safety. An investigation into recent high-profile exponential wetware growth, or grey goo, accidents is underway and will be released when completed. Publicity management. What's this from Central? Exposure conditions. To Avery Gerbach. Please be aware that tomorrow's midday UV exposure index is expected to peak at 8. Your genetic background indicates a propensity to melanoma. Please take extra care in order to maintain long-term health. It's some kind of nanny state. The Newton centralised government advises you to restrict outdoor movement to after sunset, except where vital. And then we've got Salman Kutub. I don't know, it doesn't matter. Congratulations. Hey man, just wanted to say big grats on the engagement. She's a really swell girl, and I know you guys are going to be so happy together. Catch you after work at the den. Sal. Exciting. Let's see if he's got a key on him.
Yeah?
I've lost count of the number of times the mindjacker
I didn't
struck.
think I wanted to
Newton
speak
or
to her.
globally?
Now just a
Okay.
figure of speech. He's been on the rampage for too long, but now he's in our territory.
Should give us the advantage.
It should. Let's
Let
just
me know
not do
if you
that for
find
now.
Will do, Regis.
Okay, so, but that guy said to contact him if there was any... Is there a way for us to contact him? Is there something we can use? Oh, there's a telephone. Let's call this Roy Atwood. He was the one that was telling them not to go on the roof, wasn't he?
I think I found the office manager's contact.
See if he'll help us. Remember, be consistent when you're talking to him.
Sure thing.
What? Who is this? Do you have any idea what time it is?
Mr. Atwood, my name is Dr. Regis. I'm an investigator for Cell.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I am.
What's happened?
I don't know, you might like this. It's an
On the trail
emergency.
of a dangerous felon. He's killed dozens before, and without your help, he's going to escape.
Oh God. What's happened?
What's happened is we need your
Two
access
of your
code.
colleagues have been killed on site. We're tracking the murderer, and we're pretty sure he's fled to the roof.
What? Who?
We need access to the roof as quickly as possible.
Yeah, no
What's the
time for
code
chat.
the access door in your office.
It's...
Do
You want to
cell
wind up
agents
in
for your
jail as
unit
well.
All this stalling, I might think
Seems a
you're
bit
working
harsh,
with
doesn't it?
No,
Do you want to end up in prison
Quickly,
too?
what's
Well, you
the
better
code?
give me that code now.
It's 6167.
6167. Okay, so where do we go now? Got a nameplate. Is there anything more over to this direction? Okay. The owner of the cubicle's gone home already, so how do we... Oh, there's a keypad there. That's how we get access to the roof. Okay, so the code was 6167. It's written right there, so it's easy to remember. So let's go. What are we waiting for? Let's go up to
Come
the
on,
roof.
we've almost caught up with him.
Hopefully we have. Oh, there he is. Is that the guy we saw before?
The mindjacker!
Freeze, cell agents.
Okay. So there's a mindjacker. We didn't really learn much about this, did we?
Cell doesn't appreciate people shooting at its agents.
If you cut it out, maybe we'll put in a good word for you.
Well, yeah, he's killed 2 people. Come on.
Lay down your weapon and put your hands above your head.
Still shooting.
Does that ever work?
Sometimes. It was worth a try.
I don't think it was. If he's already shooting at you.
You're under arrest on suspicion of illegal trafficking of neural data, breaking and entering, and homicide.
Oh, he's still
Let's
shooting.
not forget,
Why is he shooting? He can't
at
see
cell
us.
agents.
The only way off
It
this
just
rooftop
seems like
is
a
down,
pointless
either with us, or
pointless
over the
endeavor,
edge.
doesn't it? We're
Frankly,
shooting at
the
you.
second one's fine by me.
What's he doing? What? He just jumped off the roof.
What?
Seriously? Oh, he's got like a jetpack. And he's flying up to something up there in the sky.
What? He had lifting gear?
He's escaping by aerostat.
Central, our mindjacking suspect has fled the scene by air.
That's interesting.
Interceptors dispatched. Cell Corps officers have arrived on scene at Animus.
Great.
Please return to headquarters for debriefing.
Nuke it. We were so close.
We were. Maybe if we'd just gone for him. Or just shot him. Like, wounded him and then taken him in. Oh, but now we're at Cell headquarters. The headquarters of Cell.
Max,
What? Huh?
were you sleeping on duty?
She was sleeping?
Sleep. No, I was trancing.
Ah, you're not supposed to be doing that when you're at work.
Dr. Lau was submitting her case report.
Okay,
So
thanks.
close. Have you
Thanks for
found
telling
the
me.
aerostat he escaped to?
No records have been found of such a vehicle.
No records.
What?
Radar and air traffic records show no aerostat present at that time.
So it was
And no
hidden.
communications traffic has been identified regarding the aerostat.
Maybe he deleted them? Covered his tracks?
Maybe he did.
That would require access to an improbable number of systems, including my own. Such an undetected intrusion into central systems is implausible.
But not impossible.
Saying we're lying?
It is possible that you were mistaken. Human error. For the moment, you are advised to pursue other lines of inquiry.
If you say so.
Am I? Okay.
Something's going on here.
Sounds like they're trying to hide something to me.
Hey,
Let's talk to
Lau,
our partner. What can you tell me about the
do you have
Mindjacker?
any ideas about our perp?
He's
The
a guy
fact that
wearing
he's
jeans and a
storing
brown
data straight
jacket.
from
That's all we
living
know.
neural wiring is
Got blonde
disturbing,
hair.
But it tells us a couple of
Does that
important
help?
things.
Oh?
Well, previously caught mindjackers have usually burnt out after 1 or 2 attacks.
Yeah.
Sharing a whole other's brain worth of data is pretty taxing.
So we're looking
Oh,
for
so it's
someone
kinda
with
like-
really specialized
like
wetware
Johnny
setups and
Mnemonic
heads. Maybe
story.
you can tell us what they
Well, the
look
film, but the
The
story
other problem
mainly.
is how slippery this guy is. Only fragments of appearances on camera, no clear witnesses.
Storing
means
people's
you either
memories
mask
inside
disguise,
inside their
Or
brains.
there's some pretty high up collusion.
Bet this is
behind
like to
it.
hack
That
them, I
wouldn't
guess.
surprise me if he were a business hire.
Still, after
Like
this many
like
hits,
corporate
he may start to
espionage.
slip.
Even if it's just his psyche breaking.
Well, maybe. Tell me about other
At least
Mindjackets.
we've managed to link the previous mindjackings to one suspect.
It's the MO.
Have we? Is
Historically,
it definitely
mindjackers
him
have
though?
used some kind of external gear. They use another system to extract before storing it in their own neural tissue.
So they'd need a terminal.
They need
which
a
is
terminal
usually
indeed.
how we catch them. It's conspicuous.
But are mindjackers not behaving the same way?
No. His tools appear to be built into his own bodily wetware system. Some kind of resonance imager in his body, maybe.
Whatever it is, it's less invasive as well.
Exactly. His victims suffer massive hemorrhages, but no external
Hemorrhaging, but
injuries.
no injury.
State of the
Okay.
art, but a dead giveaway.
Tell me about
You don't
Central.
like that Central's predicted this, do you?
It's
Not really.
How investigations
So what,
are
do they have,
supposed
like,
to be done.
Is it like Minority
You're
Report? Do they have a
afraid
little
your job's going to be stolen by
precogs
machines, kind of like
in pools of water?
factory workers, authors.
Just how old do you think I am? No, it's bad. I just don't like.
He's just got a
having
little
to
bit
keep
of grey around his
information
temples. I
kept
don't think he's that old.
You need to learn to work with Central. It's not our enemy. It works for us as we work for it.
Oh yeah, that sounds like it's not been conditioned for you to say at all. What do we do
Got
now?
any ideas where we can look next?
I thought you were supposed to be the lead on this case. We could look into that other lead. What was his name?
Gil Vanderwall?
Yeah,
Gil
that's the one.
Vanderwall. Well, what about
I
him?
thought Vanderwall made it pretty clear he wasn't going to
Well,
speak
why
to
wouldn't he
us.
speak to us
Might
if,
just be the
if
way you
he was
handle
involved in
things.
some kind of
Tactic's
crime?
apparently not your strong point.
Apparently
I
not.
like to speak my mind.
I'll contact
He
him
was
and
pretty
see if he's
direct
more
with that
open to
office manager,
persuasion.
wasn't he?
He might cooperate if you're not.
I mean, I
there
chose the
threatening him
options, I
with
suppose,
injury.
but
He's a dyed-in-the-wool felon.
we were in a hurry,
Deserves worse.
so...
But if he can help us,
All right.
But
See
can
what we
he?
do.
See, you know, that's the question. What's this? The Mindjacker's
looks like
victim.
we found our latest casualty.
Damn it! Why him though?
I
Well,
was
who
wondering
knows?
the same thing. We're assuming the mindjacker's a data.
Stealing data.
The usual MO would be to target valuable info he can sell on the black market.
Okay.
This guy. He was an HR administrator.
Well, maybe it was about the hiring practices of
But
the
not
company.
kind who'd be let in on company secrets.
We'll just have to ask the mindjacker.
Well,
when we
that
catch
depends.
him.
Maybe he
Let me
would.
know if you find
If
him.
they're secrets, they're
We'll
not
do
going to tell you
this.
that he knew about them, are they? That wouldn't make any sense. Okay, so we've got a terminal. See what we got here. We've got some emails. Is that emails? Yeah. Okay, so from null at null.node. Received on 99 SDF 999. Subject your legacy. It's very important that you download and activate this package in a secure location as soon as possible. Tell no one. Lives depend on it. We'll take the attachment. You download the data package to your traveller, you're unsure who this might be, an informant perhaps. As much as you dislike the cloak and dagger approach they've requested, you'll take any help you can get right now. Let's have a look at the other emails before we continue. Dr. V. Santiago. Howdy. Hey Charlie, why are you hogging Lau so much? The rest of us need a wirehead on cases as well. I can probably guess why you're not letting go of her. Way! But seriously, man, give the rest of us a turn. Come on now. Really? This is from VFR Medical about functional wetware. Dr. Regis, as per our discussion at your last checkup, you've still not opted for enhanced neuroconnective wetware. While not yet critical, please remember that your work will be increasingly difficult as support for non-wetware systems is phased out. Well, that sounds sensible. From Fulcrum Admin. Subject, fixed costs. Charles Regis, your monthly payment of 8100, whatever, for the rental of the Tier 42 Northwest Balcony Garden has been processed. Approval for continued use granted by E. Vargas, Centralized ADM. Thank you for your continued contribution to the city's green skyline. Then we've got Central. Continued vandalism. Dr. Regis, the optical feed from your office is no longer functional. Based on past examples of your behaviour, I believe it likely to be by your own hand. While you may not object to perceived surveillance, please recall that this is for your safety and that of other cell staff. Then we've got this Giel Vanderval. No, he says. Apparently my previous answer was unclear. No, I will not help you with your investigations, despite your crude threats. If you continue to make baseless accusations about any supposed ties I'm alleged to have with organised crime, you shall be hearing from my lawyers. And this is Dr. Petra Weissmull, Baxter. Hi Charlie, I'm afraid it doesn't look good regarding Baxter. Central's approved the parole. Don't take it personally, it's not like they ignored your input, but, well, you're not exactly going to be the most objective person after what he did to you and your wife, are you? I guess you're probably right. Okay, well let's, I don't think there's much we can do here, but we need to find a secure location, I guess, to look at this attachment. What have we got? So I guess we just want to get out of here. So we'll leave. What does this do? Oh, we're driving. A nice little cityscape there for us. Where do we want to go? To this balcony, I guess. Whatever this balcony's about. Okay, so now that we're somewhere private, although there looks like there's some kind of surveillance device up there.
There's always something they find to help them. Drinking, the trance, even God sometimes. Me? I've got a place I'd like to go to.
Well, hopefully not.
It's
No, okay.
Well, whatever. In the past.
It's helped him when he's been troubled in the past. Let's have a look and see what this is. This data package.
Here goes nothing.
Okay.
Dr. Regis.
Let's see what this is about.
Regis?
What in the world?
Central's still giving us a negative on the aerostat. It's
Okay.
like it just vanished.
What happened there?
So I thought I'd better give you a heads up.
Do you mind? I was in the middle of something. How did you find me?
Central told me you'd be here at Fulcrum Tower.
What?
Also, it said
This Central's starting to sound like a bit of a problem.
What a surprise. I like my privacy though. That's why
This Central seems like it's a big issue to me.
balconies much?
Hey, it's Central. It's a memorial.
Take a look at the plaque.
What's it a memorial to?
Viksha Regis.
Oh, to his wife.
Oh, Regis, this is... I'm sorry, Charlie, I didn't know.
You
Well, now you do.
I don't tell anyone about it.
Wow. I know you've got some seriously high-up strings you can pull, but I didn't think they'd ever let someone be buried up here. And how the hell can you afford somewhere like this?
Is she actually buried there?
We were married for 4 years.
I'm sorry it couldn't last.
We met in our profession.
You're sorry it couldn't
She was a
last.
engineer as well.
Sounds like she was
You didn't have
killed.
kids?
My previous work.
I'm sorry it couldn't last.
It left
Well,
both of us
that's
infertile.
very
We had
understanding
embryos
of you.
prepared
Thanks
to
very
IVF,
much.
But we never got to using them.
I'm really sorry. I remember reading... It was Baxter, wasn't it?
Don't push it, Dr.
Yep.
Lau.
Apparently so.
Sorry.
She's not
She
buried.
isn't buried up here. She was processed like anyone else.
Processed? Was it
The
like
tree's special.
Soylent Green?
I made it myself from scratch.
Planted and grew?
No, made. It's a cross of Chrysophyllum canito and Prunus cerulata.
If you say
Junk
so.
DNA and every cell of it contains her entire genome.
Wow.
Takes a lot of looking after.
Oh, wow.
But you're doing it for her.
Makes it all
That's
worth it.
interesting.
You're right, though. This place is very expensive. Why do you think
It's
I live in a pod in
expensive.
the Southeast Barrel?
I didn't know that was where you lived either. I
Nope.
think I figured out why you went off the grid to come up here tonight. You heard about Baxter, didn't you?
They let a monster like that walk.
They didn't parole
Well, that
him
isn't
because they
exactly
approve of what
why,
he did.
but yeah, I
He's out
guess.
because he's got skills Central thought would be useful. With a governor jammed in his limbic system, well, he won't be the same man. He can't even imagine hurting anyone again.
Even if it were completely true, I know that there is absolutely no way I could forgive him.
On
So
the
we
bright
can't
side,
forgive
he'd
him.
probably
Okay.
be pretty mad at you too. Well, if he could have thoughts like that anymore without falling over and puking, you put him away.
Lovely.
And that counts for something. I know it's not exactly normal for you to open up, but if you want someone to talk to,
Well,
Central wants
she's
us?
willing to
I'm
talk to
afraid
him.
so. We better get going.
Oh, of course, because she's got like a thing in her head, hasn't she?
You coming?
I guess we want to just
Damn
go
it,
right
Max.
away.
Just get moving. I want a moment to reflect.
Alright.
Max, I'm sorry that
Came out
things
wrong.
haven't been going great today.
Not
Max,
going great today.
Yes?
Nothing.
That's alright, Charlie. I understand. I'll be in the car.
Okay, so
I
that's
can't ask for
shut.
her help in this. I'm not even sure what this is yet.
Okay, let's find out what this is.
You are alone, as requested?
Yes?
Yeah.
Now what is this about?
1448D-A, 1448D-B, 1448D-C, 1448D-E.
Are these like crime reports?
Excuse me?
Your stomach lurches as you recognize the image. You know them, you've seen them before, but you haven't remembered them by number. Whoever's calling you has 4 embryo containers, your own.
What about them?
They were removed from the Alrasis Medical Center, originally deposited at 16.
They were removed?
On the 11th of November, 2065.
It's quite a long time ago.
They have been fertilized by yourself and Dr. Victor Regis. They were frozen at the earliest viable phase of
Oh no,
growth.
does that mean
3 are
someone's...
female and 1 is male. They were deposited after your fertility treatment proved...
Stop! Why are you telling
Yeah,
me
why
this?
exactly do I
Who
need
are
to
you?
know?
And what are you doing with my kid? My
Those
embryos?
kids. They're not quite kids
You're
yet.
about to meet with a contact, Gil Vanderwall.
Am I? He didn't want to speak to us.
In his home is an active memory module, a most unique
They want me to
model.
steal
He
something
will
from a
secure
guy.
it for us. Further instructions will follow.
And what if I don't? That image could be a sim.
Could be,
Apparently,
but probably
you need
not.
more incentive not to waste my time.
What exactly is his incentive? He just destroyed one. That's nice, isn't it?
1 is gone. 3 remain.
Really?
Do it quickly. Your legacy is in jeopardy.
Good to know I have a choice. Or not. A conflict brews in your mind and your heart. Giving in to blackmail like this would be the antithesis of everything you stand for, both as an agent of the law and as a human being. On the other hand, you cannot bring yourself to risk a small part of the legacy that you've worked for so many years to maintain.
Save the lives of our children? I think I can accept that.
Can you? Do you know what you need to do? I don't think you do.
So, despite the incident at Animus, I may have some good news.
Some
We
good
might
news?
have a break in that string of myjackings.
Do we?
Vanderwall agreed to talk.
Yeah. How'd you guess?
He couldn't hold out forever. What did he say?
What did he
Didn't
say?
want to talk
Yeah.
over the...
Lau?
Central wants a word.
Central wants a word.
Dr. Regis, Dr. Lau.
Okay.
This isn't just a social call for an update, is it, Central?
I doubt it. It sounds
Dr.
like a
Regis,
computer, so...
lately you have spent a great deal of your time off network. It is for your safety and that of the citizens.
Yeah,
that
blah
we-
blah blah.
Central?
All points bulletin. Evacuation in progress at Barbers Gate Transit Station.
Right, well, let's deal with that
Police
then, hey.
officers Regis and Lau assigned to crisis management.
Crisis
What's
management. That sounds good.
All case data has been transferred to Dr. Lau. Your vehicle has been rerouted.
Did I not?
Please seek an
Sorry, I
expedient
should check
resolution
something.
to the situation. Central out.
Business-like as ever. Let's go see what
What
this
in
is
the
about.
world? Sorry, I just need to fix something that I've just noticed. Something that hasn't been fixed, and I've just noticed it now. So that's what we want. Sorry about this. I'll be with you in just 1 sec. Because it looks like it was trying to save over the top of my last... Hold on. Just need to come out of something. There we go. Okay. So we've come here. Where are we going? We're at this train station. Guess we're going up to the platform. Oh.
Sir, over here.
Oh wait, we need to speak to this guy.
I'm Dr. Regis. This is Dr. Lau. We've been assigned as crisis
Yeah, we're
management.
crisis management.
Corpsman Durian, 4th Network.
Has it gotten any worse?
Corpsman? Has he not been
Not
corpsman?
yet, but we've not heard any word since...
He's not a corpse
I'm
man,
the
is
only
he?
one here who hasn't got wiring in his head. Central hasn't had the decency to update me.
Oh, sorry, Charlie.
Yeah.
Well,
How about tell me what's going on?
Another what?
He's a bit of a Luddite, is he? Another one?
What do you mean, another one?
This is like the 4th this year I know of. Central's been doing its best to keep public awareness down.
I guess it doesn't want public panic about it.
Or it doesn't want people to think we haven't got it under control. So
Well, yeah,
you know.
that too,
I
probably.
Talk to people? I've got a social life, unlike someone.
Central marked him when he tripped a chroma sensor. Central locked down the train
he's
and
marked.
started an evacuation. It looks like he panicked and holed up in one of them.
So he's holed up in one of the things. Does he have any hostages?
Anyone in danger? Any hostages?
Central's not mentioned any in the case file.
Okay,
either
that
means
doesn't mean there
aren't
aren't any, does it?
Or it doesn't consider them sufficiently important. Probably
Computer,
wants the
an
train to
AI.
move again more than it cares about human life.
Sounds
Probably.
like he was surprised. Didn't have time to take any.
He's not thinking in terms of hostages. He was made as a weapon.
Regis?
What was he?
He's a biobomber. The explosives are made of... They are his bones.
So what? He was
That's how he tripped
he
the
was
DNA
built
sensor.
as a bomb.
What's your take on it, Dr. Lau?
Honestly, it's looking pretty lousy for him. It doesn't look like he's got
Looking
any human
lousy
shields.
for him.
I doubt an empty transit station was his intended target either.
Well, can we maybe...
Charlie, you're not gonna like this. Central's just bumped the priority. It wants the suspect neutralized.
Neutralized? Well, I'm going to try and talk him
Neutralize
down.
is a vague term. I'm going to try to talk him down.
Regis?
It sounds like he's hesitating. I may be able to exploit that, but just in case, get to high ground.
Fine. You probably know what you're doing.
The signal is hope. Don't fire until you hear me say it.
Hope. Got it.
Okay.
Keep the public away, and run one more check for bystanders in the station. We can't afford casualties if this goes wrong.
Yeah, if this goes sideways, we could be in trouble.
We don't have time to wait and find out. Wish me luck.
Let's do it. Let's defy the orders that we were given. Is he on crutches? Or he's got two walking sticks? Yeah, he's on crutches.
Who's there? I just want to talk. I'm unarmed, and I'm opening the doors.
So let's go in. Now he's got a hostage.
What do you want, heathen?
Okay, that's not very nice. The sight is distressingly familiar, the brace, the weakened bones, the signs of tampering in a young man that brings back memories long buried. It seems that the best hope would be to leverage what you know about him. Try to find some common ground. I guess that's what we're going to do. He sounds American.
You sound like you're from America. Am I right? Texas, I'd guess.
Yes, you're right.
I
Does
thought
that sound
so.
like a Texan
I grew up
accent?
there myself, near Fort Worth.
You let me
What
know.
part do you hail from?
Houston.
I can remember
He's
what
from
it's
Houston.
like out there.
Okay.
It's part of why I came here in the first place. I'm Dr. Regis, by the way. Some folk call me Charlie.
Thomas Beckett.
That's not your real
So,
name.
Nice to meet you all, Thomas.
What's happened?
So, how do you like the city?
It's a wretched den of sin, like Sodom or Gomorrah.
Well, it's not my
All right,
favorite,
yeah.
but I wouldn't go that far. I take
Sure.
it you're not here as a tourist.
I'm here to do my duty and strike a blow for the Lord.
Oh,
Really?
right, okay.
We're a
Is
long
that where
way
this
out
is
from the
going, is
war
it?
Here. Whole other continent, in fact.
Yes, I know. But now
Okay.
I'm surrounded, and I must make use of what I
If he's-
have. The fire within me.
The fire within you.
How's the scoliosis?
What?
And the osteoporosis, the rickets, and the diabetes.
How do you...
Okay.
It's a common side effect of sloppy prenatal genetic engineering. That and having your body lay explosive nitrates in your bones instead of calcium.
It's a test of our faith. Only the truly worthy can...
It shows just how little the Gengineers who made you cared about your health.
Yeah.
They made you to walk and to carry a bomb in your bones.
And that's all they
The fact
cared
that you were
about.
a living, feeling, thinking human was merely an inconvenience.
That's like really crazy. Is that what they... Is that what they do? That's a bit nuts.
Regis, I'm in position. Visibility good, 0 crosswind.
Okay,
Standing
so I
by.
can get her to
There
kill
have been
him
times when I've lost faith, but
if I want.
can't let this be one of them.
So I could say hope and he gets killed. Let's just say I've had experience with him. I'm not wanting... Not that one, he'll blow himself up. Probably that one too.
I used to work with guys like you.
Let's try
A
this.
whole lifetime ago.
The Lord's warriors?
The
Something
Lord's
like that.
warriors.
Kids who've been
Okay.
altered, weaponized youth.
If you
who've
say
grown
so,
up with
buddy.
So many health problems, groomed since birth for a noble sacrifice. But does this seem like the glorious role you were promised?
It is my duty to God to sacrifice myself.
Is
In
it?
an empty transit station, thanks to a piece of bad luck.
Yeah, you're not going to kill anybody, are you?
Where I was supposed to go.
Or where were you supposed to
The
go?
original target. It doesn't seem to fit with God's plan.
Oh, so you
But
think the
I
idea
agreed
is
to go with
bad?
them. I'd have failed in my duty. I'd just be a prisoner in a strange land.
For the Lord hears the needy and does not despise his own people who are prisoners. Psalm 69, verse 33.
You're right.
Yeah.
Wherever I am, I'm always in the Lord's sight.
There are more
If
ways
that's what
to
you
do
believe,
his work
yeah.
than destruction. We can help you find it. We can probably even fix your bones.
All right. I shall not resist.
Thomas, you've made a wise choice. More importantly, you've made it for yourself.
He's made it for himself. Well, now that's clever.
Corpseman, the suspect has surrendered. Take him into custody. Carefully.
Yes,
Yeah.
Doctor.
Be good with him. Be helpful to him.
Regis, that was amazing. Central's going to be pissed though.
Don't
that
care.
Was a huge risk.
Screw Central. Come on.
Damn these
We know what to
robots.
do. The Corpseman can handle it here.
Yeah, with a little help from the bomb squad.
Well, yeah. I don't know if they can... Can they disarm him? Is that something they can do? Oh, fission. Elysium Towers Penthouse Suites. What's this? It's like a little cleaning robot?
So, Vanderwall finally agreed to cooperate.
Apparently
Yep,
so.
Said he could give us a head start on the minejacker.
We'd better not keep the man waiting then.
Better not. Let's see, what have we got? I want to take a look at this. What's this sculpture?
You've never struck me as much of an art lover.
I'm not so keen on this kind of thing. The
What's he?
mag coil keeping it floating, however.
Oh. Some sort of... Okay, let's get this door open.
Vanderwall, you there? You sure he's in?
He
I'm
told
not
us to
getting
meet
an
in here.
answer.
Central hasn't
Oh,
logged
well,
any
I
departures
wonder
from
what's
this
happened to
floor
him.
since this morning either.
Try again.
We haven't got time for this, Gil.
I don't think he's answering.
Yeah, maybe we need to... I'll probably use this and blast it open, I guess. Panel error,
check
emergency
out Regis
unlock.
taking the Elliot Ness approach.
We don't have time to hang around outside. I'm just being
Expedient.
as Central puts it.
Whatever. Vanderwall's
Good.
not going to be happy about you busting his door.
Should check something. Because it looks like I'm having some trouble. Yeah, he's probably not going to be happy, but what if he's dead? Hey, what if he's dead in there?
Gil, you in here? Oh, excuse us, miss. I'm Dr. Regis.
He's like a
This is
robot?
Dr. Lau. We're cell agents.
Just need to check
Miss,
something.
are you alright?
Is she not like a robot? Like an android of some kind or something?
Regis, this is a synth. The look on your face is priceless.
Sorry,
It's
should
a
just
very
check something as
expensive
well.
one, but it's still a synth. And apparently out of charge.
It's not charged.
Something else about it bothers me more.
I know. I sure hope that isn't blood.
Is it blood?
That's a very expensive synth they've got for a house girl.
Jealous?
Is it?
She's not my type. What do you think they use her for?
They may be married, but I wouldn't put it past them using her for other things than cleaning.
Well, you never know.
There's a product marker on its back. S&S Synthetics.
S and S
They're not
synthetics.
showing up
I
on
seem
a
to be having a
net
problem
search.
looking at my
Maybe
stream just
Vanderwall
now.
has more info on his terminal?
Good
Hopefully
idea.
you guys aren't
We can see
having
if
the
we
same
can get their
trouble.
help in extracting more from this machine.
See? I'm not just a pretty face.
Not just a pretty face. Well, anyway, okay, what have we got? A terminal, we've got a food machine. What's in this cabinet? Is there anything in the cabinet? Aside from the pipes running to the food machine, the cabinet contains a set of knives and a tube of cooking gel. So did we take... We took a knife and some cooking gel. Okay. What else? So... There's some stairs here. Let's go up the stairs.
Jesus
Oh
Christ.
my word.
What the hell happened in here? Did someone get to Vanderwall before he
That's
could talk?
serious.
Maybe
That's some
it's a
serious
domestic gone
murdering
bad?
that just went down there. Blackmailer said nothing about this, possibly didn't even expect this themselves. Still, you need to find what they demanded before the whole apartment's picked apart by forensic drones.
We should check around first.
What?
We need to get a look at it ourselves before the crime scene people wreck it.
You're damn right we do. You's damn right we do. Okay, so...
Good idea.
Good idea.
Really?
Well, yes.
Who are you and what have you done with Charlie Regis?
Well, it makes sense.
What do you mean?
You're unusually cavalier today. You got something on your mind? I mean,
Just
I know
wanting
you
to
don't usually
solve
care
the
what Central
case.
thinks about regulations,
Honestly.
This time, I think it could help us get a lead on our investigation.
Yeah, I think
Besides,
you're probably right.
all the time we waste, the Mindjacker may have found their next victim.
but I like this,
Exactly.
Regis. Let's get investigating.
What have we got here? You feel glad that Max suggested it and not you. Now you have the free reign to do what you need to find that device the voice wanted. The voice. There's a hand. We just picked up a hand off the ground. There's a coat hanger. Stuck in a joint between the floor and the... Oh, is this going to open up some kind of trapdoor? After a couple of tugs, the hanger comes loose. We've picked up a hanger. What else do we have? There's a photograph. An old-fashioned chemical photograph and a silver portrait. Can we take it? Picked up the photograph. So now if I look at the photograph... Okay, so we've got younger Yule and Dekari Vanderval by an urban river. In the background, the Eiffel Tower is dwarfed by looming glass skyscrapers. The back of the autograph has a note written by hand. The wedding, August 2071. Okay, so that's him and his husband, I guess. Which is great. What else is there in here? What else do we have? Got a control pad. What does that do? Oh! What's that opened up?
See anything interesting?
There's an empty gun rack in here.
Empty gun
Ammunition,
rack.
Maintenance tools, cleaning spray, but no gun.
No
In their
guns.
closet?
Maybe it's their outdoor gear. There's fishing equipment in here as well.
Are you taking stuff again?
It might be useful. Call it a hunch.
Okay. Let's take a look at that. I guess it's like a jacuzzi type thing. Let's take a look, see what's going on.
There's something at the bottom of the pool.
Oh, we've got a gun at the bottom
A
of the
murder
pool.
weapon?
One of them, maybe. It's too deep to reach.
Not without severely contaminating.
I've got an
crime
idea.
scene anyway.
We'll do a little bit of longest journey style thinking. I think if we take our fishing rod and probably attach that coat
There
hanger
we go.
onto it,
Now it's got an enormous hook.
that should hopefully allow us to dig out stuff that's in the jacuzzi, maybe.
Nothing biting?
The hook sinks, but I can't
I can't
catch that
catch the pistol.
At the bottom.
Oh, but hang on. This. If I use this magnetic
There,
kind of
a magnet at the end of a fishing line.
For catching
gravitational
submarines?
thing. Well, let's see. There we go. Something's attached to it.
Got it.
The murder
We're on
weapon?
our way.
One of them, anyway. Why is it in the jacuzzi, though?
What we really need is a witness.
Okay, let's go downstairs again. Maybe that robot witnessed it before she was turned off. What else have we got? Oh, we've got a terminal here. Can we use that? Password. I've forgotten my password. Our special place. Oh, could it be... Well, where did they go on for their wedding? It was Paris, not Paris. Is that good enough? Yeah, okay. Does that let us in? Oh, and biometrics, so I'll need to use the hand.
It's definitely his hand, but the system won't
System doesn't recognize his hand. Okay. What else have we got here? What's that? This exothermic wetware gel is used for food preparation. The gel cooks food that it's mixed with, releasing chemical energy as heat at a desired temperature. Oh, right. So if I set that to, like, body temperature... Can we then... No. So let's set that to 37 degrees, which is human body temperature as we know. Does that then work? Can we then just do that? Becomes noticeably warmer. Okay. Let's go back into this terminal. Will this work now that it's at, like, body temperature? And there we go! Good stuff. Okay, so... Well, the robot is the only thing, or android or whatever, is the synth. And it was made at S&S Synthetics, so maybe they'll be able to unlock it or get it working. Let's try.
Stepford and Son, Synthetic Associates.
Stepford and Son? Oh, okay.
Ah, Mr. Vanderwall.
That's interesting.
I trust everything is satisfactory.
Mr. Stepford, my name is Dr. Charles Regis. I'm a cell agent.
Oh my.
It's like a Stepford wife.
Dr. Regis?
I'm investigating the
And
death
also
of one of your
it reminds me of a
clients,
British
Neil
comedy
Vanderwall.
series.
Oh my, yes, that sounds terrible.
We've
Who
got
are
the
you?
company's name linked to the synthetic in the apartment.
Oh my, yes, a repurposed IL-240 platform running a BN110187 update cycle. A maid, yes, and a very expensive one it was too, yes.
That looks like the one.
Oh my,
Okay.
yes, he purchased a complete body, though it looks like he had some afterwork done on it
Some
elsewhere.
afterwork? How does he know that?
What kind of afterwork?
It looks like the personality was tooled elsewhere, yes. Likely to more particular tastes, yes.
Not something you'd do?
Mr. Regis, this is a family business.
Oh my goodness, so it has been repurposed for
We cannot be held responsible
more
for
adult
alterations
purposes.
thereafter.
What can you tell me about this synth?
Everything up until its point of sale, oh my yes. We recently acquired a
Oh
number
my
of
yes.
IL-240 platforms, formerly industrial models. With some cosmetic retooling, they're fit for a great many humanoid roles, oh my yes.
Like housework?
That's his favourite phrase. He's done it again. He keeps saying that.
There are a great many legal and ethical restrictions on the sale of AIs within Newton. But if one were to acquire an AI mind state from elsewhere and incorporate it...
It leaves you completely blame-free for whatever's done with it.
Pretty much.
So, Dr. Regis, oh my yes.
Oh my yes again.
The synth in question is powered down. We need to ask it some questions.
It shall need to be revitalized then, oh my yes. Likely it misgauged its own consumption rate, was unable to reach a charging point.
This guy looks quite weird as well.
Oh my yes, you can remove the power cell from the upper torso. It will be concealed by the pseudodermal layer of
Outer skin.
but this can be removed with a sharp implement.
Well, we've got a knife.
So, I have to perform surgery.
You will need to remove the power cell and charge it separately. The
Will I?
platform should return to full operation thereafter. Oh yes.
Oh
That's all I need
yes.
to know for now.
Please don't hesitate to get in contact if you think we can help. Oh my yes.
That guy's a bit weird. Okay, so we need to get into the maid. He said that we'd need to do some kind of surgery, so can we use a knife on it?
Just doing some surgery.
Does that give us... Yeah, so we got a power cell. Where are we going to put it? Is there somewhere we can charge it? I don't see anywhere obvious. Let's just check if there's anything outside. What's that? The dock in the wall where the autonomous vacuum cleaner gets its power and offloads its waste. There's no above it. The management thanks you for allowing the sanitation machinery and staff to continue their work, but not obstructing the docks. They're for the use of custodial equipment only. Oh, is this like a charger? Maybe we can get to it before that robot does. After a few moments, the gauge on the side of the cell fills. I guess we're going back inside then. Can we just walk in then? Okay, well, let's go inside. Now that we've got a working battery, maybe we can talk to the maid.
CI wetware systems
beginning reboot. Beginning recovery from critical
failure.
Basic input output executing.
NVR unified bootloader.
There we go, we've got her working again.
Executing
SBININIT. Calibrating.
CI state
with USD.
I hope she's not.
That is better.
Oh, she's got a French accent.
Bonjour, monsieur.
Is that all it was retooled for, do you think? Who are you?
Who are you?
Je m'appelle Chantal. I am Monsieur Gale et Monsieur Dacqueray's maid.
Oh, good.
You're a synthetic maid?
Pardon, mademoiselle? I do not understand.
Oh, she doesn't know she's synthetic.
Excusez-moi, what is a synth?
It certainly stays in character.
Helps the masters with their household things.
And where were you made?
They're household things. But there are some. Yeah, never mind.
Yeah, because all French people I know run on graphene power cells.
Shh! Don't tell her that. Why would you tell her that?
What can you tell me about the Vanderwalls?
Yeah, what about them?
The best employers a young French girl could hope to have.
So that's all it is. She thinks she's a young French girl.
Really?
Quite so, monsieur. So loving. And with such exquisite taste.
Wow. They
Exquisite
must have got
taste.
this one customized for sycophancy.
Sounds
Do you know
like it.
anyone who might want to hurt them?
Oh, no,
Sounds
monsieur.
very much
They are
like it.
beloved by all.
They're beloved by all.
What the hell happened upstairs?
How do you mean, monsieur?
The room's recent redecoration. Shades of Geel everywhere.
And the body of Dakari Vanderwall, shot to pieces in the tub. Any opinions on this?
Oh, monsieur, I cannot discuss this.
She can't
I've been
discuss
told
it?
most strictly not to discuss what
Don't
goes on
discuss what
upstairs.
goes on
Even if
upstairs.
it includes the double homicide of your owner?
I have my orders. What would Monsieur Gale think if I went
Well,
to
not very
this?
much at the moment as it
Probably
happens.
Not a great deal anymore.
She doesn't quite seem to get what's happened.
Might not have been
They
ready
are
for the
dead.
comprehension of abstracts like death.
They have been murdered.
2 men have been killed upstairs. There's blood and human remains all over the room, and all over you.
Yeah.
If you weren't directly involved, then you're at least a material
You must have been there.
I am sorry, monsieur. I cannot say what happens upstairs.
So she's not allowed.
Monsieur Gale, he values his privacy greatly.
How about we take you down to cell and manually pull your memory apart?
Regis, it's a synth. Threatening it won't help.
What do you do around here?
I do the cleaning, the cooking, and the shopping.
And that's it?
Monsieur, it would not be proper for me to
So
say-
there's other things that she
So
does
you
too.
are a sex bot.
Mon Dieu, how dare you infer such a thing?
What can she remember, I
What can you
wonder?
remember before you ran out of power?
Monsieur, I remember many things. My memory is
Oh, so she
holographic,
does know she's
But
synthetic.
I have Monsieur Gale's confidence to consider.
He's dead.
Even if cell requires it?
I cannot simply discuss what happens around here without his permission.
Permission that he can't
Certainly
give
paid for
you.
royalty.
Have you had your safety protocols removed?
Monsieur?
Would you be able to do anything Mr. Vanderwall told you?
Like anything? Like kill anybody?
Monsieur, you should not ask
Surely
such questions.
Asimov's
I
laws
am
will
just
disallow
delayed.
that.
Why the hell did they get a synth like this?
Why do you think?
Surely you realize, monsieur, all the best maids in the world, they are French.
And the best lovers, I hear.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I never had Geel down as quite such a francophile.
I am
Well.
also very discreet, monsieur.
Well, yeah, of course you are.
When
You
care
won't
for
do anything
someone
unless
else,
he
there
tells
are
you.
a lot of things that you hear.
And as long as you
Or
say
do,
upstairs is somewhere you don't
mademoiselle,
talk
such
about.
slander. And even
like
if
what happens
true,
in
I
Vegas.
would not say. I have
Hmm.
Monsieur Gale's confidence to think of.
Thanks. We'll keep looking around.
My pleasure to event, monsieur.
She's not really helped me at all. Right, let's talk to S&S Synthetics again. Maybe they can give us some more information.
Stepford and Son, Synthetic Associates. Liam Stepford speaking.
We believe this synth to be a material witness.
Yeah.
Or involved in a murder.
Oh my, no!
Oh my no! There we go.
It's unwilling to cooperate with us, though. Vanderwall seems to have ordered it to remain
Oh
silent
my
about certain
no!
areas of his home.
Oh my, secrecy is one of many reasons that users opt for non-OEM personalities.
Non-OEM
Wish, I could have one of my
personalities.
engineers disassemble its mind state in order to recover memories. This may take several hours, depending upon the algorithm used for laying down synaptic engrams.
I'm
It
afraid
might.
time is a critical factor, Mr.
It
Stepford.
might.
Is there any way I can do it here?
Oh, there may be. Oh my, yes. I shall transfer you
Oh
the
my,
necessary
yes. Okay, so we've got something called a CI Mind State Splitter. What's that for?
What's the splitter for?
CI platform minds are modular, Dr. Regis. Oh my, yes. All are made of 3 components: personality, role, and platform memory. The maid's desire not to tell you likely stems from her personality.
So if
Okay.
she had a different personality,
Something more helpful.
she might tell us what we need to know.
She
It may
might.
not be quite so simple, but that is the foundation of the idea. Oh my, yes.
Okay.
Where would I find other mind state modules?
Any other platform that runs a communicative interface.
Also like the
It is
food
not
machines.
simply limited to synthetic platforms. Oh my, no.
What does a personality do in a sense?
Yeah, tell me. What does it
Personality
do?
determines a great deal of its behavior. Oh my, yes.
Oh my,
In many
yes,
cases,
again.
It's the most noticeable part of its
I
intelligence.
think he's synthetic.
It governs how it may act and how it behaves in its interaction with users.
This one thinks it's a French maid.
Perhaps copied from the mind state of a real example of such.
Oh, mind jacking.
What does a
The personality in many cases.
Okay, that's just the same thing again, isn't it?
Perhaps
What does the role memory do?
Yeah,
it
tell me.
alters how a platform will perceive a situation, and also acts as a source of knowledge for its job.
How would it be different?
Take, for example, a man in the street. A platform with the role of a sales clerk may
Okay.
see a customer.
A law enforcement unit may see a potential suspect.
Oh my, yes! And the role will furnish it with instructions on how
Okay.
to handle it.
I get you.
What is a platform memory component?
Yeah.
These are the memories that each individual unit has recorded.
Right.
At simplest, it is often a holographic
Holographic
matrix in which
matrix
engrams are laid
with
down.
engrams laid
Sight,
in it.
sound, and any other sensors available are stored in here. Oh my, yes. Based on its role and personality, a unit may have a different understanding of these memories.
So, it'd perceive it differently depending on how the rest of its mind was built?
Oh my, yes.
Okay, well that's enough of
That's
that.
all I need to know for now.
So we need to
Please
use
don't
this
hesitate to get in
splitter
contact if you think we can help. Oh my, yes.
to link her up with the, well I guess probably the drink machine and the food machine, don't you? Okay, so that's the CI splitter. I just want to check something. Okay, so I reckon we have to use this thing on the various machines. So we've got the barman memory roll and... okay. Oh, I see, we want to collect as many mind states as possible. So let's collect one from the food machine. I think I get this, and then when you link them all up, you can get her to have a different role, but use her memory or something. And then use it on the maid. And what does that do? Okay, so personality. Let's go with the chef. Memory we want from the maid. And the role we want will be the barman, because they like to talk, don't they? Let's talk to it and see what it's got to say to us.
Hi!
My goodness,
hello.
it's a bit much. Who are you?
Who are you?
Well, when they get messy, right?
Right.
I clean up the apartment, right?
Okay,
And anything else that needs doing around here.
makes
I'm
sense.
here to make everyone happy, whatever it takes.
Okay.
Jeez, it's like giving amphetamines to a synth.
No wonder
Giving
you have
amphetamines
this
to us,
personality
yeah.
in Food machines.
Uh,
What can you tell me about the van?
let's ask her all these questions again.
Great fun. I like them a lot.
Great
Any
fun.
other thoughts on them?
I like you guys too. You're fun as well.
We're fun
Is
too.
there anything you don't like?
Is anyone not fun? No, she loves everything.
What do you do around here?
I'm the drinks machine. I give Mr. Giel suggestions on his wines and stuff.
She's the
Even
drinks
though you
machine.
talk like a food machine and look like a maid.
Huh, you know,
That
that
is
is
kinda weird.
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 Still, better stick to what you know. And boy, do I know drinks. Do you guys want something?
Not right now. We're on duty, thanks.
You look like a dry martini kind of guy.
Do I? Okay. What can you remember?
Remember before you ran out of power?
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Yes.
I remember something.
Go on then. What do you remember?
I'm sorry. The memory module is holographic, but isn't wholly compatible.
What?
I need something to help me remember.
You
You're
need
asking for a
something
bribe?
to help you remember.
Oh, Regis.
I just need one of those menmi.
Mnemonics?
Yeah, that's it.
You need a mnemonic.
So, something that'd help jog your memory about what happened.
Yeah,
Let me
that's
think.
it.
Maybe we could use something from the scene.
Have you had your safety protocols removed?
What's a safety protocol?
It stops you hurting people or doing things you're not supposed to.
Why would I want to do that? That'd be real
That'd be mean of
me.
her. Okay.
Yes, but sometimes there are accidents.
This platform's got nothing like that. But I'm not gonna hurt nobody.
Why the hell did they get a synth like this?
Everyone needs to eat, right?
With you so far?
So
Yeah.
why make it a chore? Food can be fun with so much choice available.
So that's
feel
why
like-
they made you like that?
Yep, I'm here to help.
Have I done this the right
whatever
way?
they need.
Thanks. We'll keep looking around.
Have a really great day.
Have a really great day. Sure we will. I'm gonna shoot her now.
Does this ring any bells?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we're not.
It's what
Oh,
Mr. Gill used when I.
there we go. It's her mnemonic.
We were all up in the bedroom earlier this evening.
Okay.
You're worrying too much.
You promised me that you'd gotten out of it.
Got now what?
I
Ooh,
have.
interesting.
This was merely a favor.
An interesting conversation going on there. Oh,
And look
excuse
where
me
it's
one
gotten.
sec.
They were arguing about something. It sounded big.
Don't you think I know
Sounded
what this
big.
could mean? You asked me to talk to that damned cell agent, and I agreed.
So he is
See
going
what
to
I
talk to
do
the
for
set.
you?
Oh, so he
I
made him
know.
talk to him.
And I
Okay.
knew you'd do the right thing eventually.
So he's the one that we've
Just
got to
because
thank
it's
for
the right thing,
him changing his
or
mind.
Because you asked. It's because of what it would mean to the whole city.
Mr. Gill was grumpy, but not at Mr. Dakari so much. Then he
Okay.
asked for some of his special wine.
Special
Chantel,
wine?
Be a dear. Bring me my wine.
He's got special wine?
This was the lousy stuff they've got in the wine rack.
Was it? Hey, it's special wine. He's like rich. Why would he have... Does he just not like it?
But he puts extra things in his wine as well.
What? What in the world?
Gil, what's wrong?
Like hallucinogens?
It must have been my...
What in the world? He killed him, didn't he?
What is this?
They killed each other.
What's what?
Mr. Gill seemed to be real worried about something.
Did they kill... What?
Who are you?
Oh my god. Someone's put something weird into his... He's got the gun.
Gil, what are you doing with that gun?
Now he's gonna shoot. Now he's gonna shoot him.
Don't come any closer.
What's he doing? He's killed him. Whoa! He killed his
No!
husband,
Get off me!
and then
Chantel!
He sounded like he was in trouble.
what's
Get it out of me!
He kept telling me there was something in him. I asked what he meant.
what?
It's inside me! Get in there and get it out!
How's she gonna? Wait a minute. What? With the safeties turned off, she ripped him apart. Oh my word!
I didn't find anything though.
That's
So Vanderwall had
that's
a hallucinatory
nuts.
freak out.
Sounds like it was whatever he was putting in the wine.
Wow,
We'd better
okay.
find out what it was.
Oh, I know everything about drinks. Mr. Gill was buying up cheap wine.
He created a
and using
robot that would
wetware
be
to
happy to
artificially
rip him
age it.
apart.
Wetware.
Yeah, he kept it in the refrigerator.
Wetware in the refrigerator.
Ow! Jeez, what is that? Can't you hear it?
No, because he doesn't have any wetware. What sits in the fridge is a memory module with a strange configuration. Based on what you were told, you're certain this is what the blackmailer was after.
There, the wetware on the middle shelf. It rapidly ages the wine to how it's wanted.
It ages the wine.
Not anymore, it doesn't. It's been reprogrammed.
What's it
that
doing
memory
now?
module's broadcasting a signal. The wetware in the refrigerator's interpreting it as an order to reformat
Reformat itself?
So it stopped being a wine aid and ended up a powerful hallucinogen?
Seems that way.
You want me to carry it? You look uncomfortable.
Yeah, something about it hurts.
Guess we're taking that.
Hey!
We're heading back to Cell. A forensics team will be here in a while.
Yeah.
Just don't try to make, cook, or clean anything while we're gone, okay?
I got it.
Yeah. Just you wait. Don't go anywhere. You hear me? Or something. Okay, so where are we now? We're at Cell again. We're at Cell again.
Oh, you found him.
Apparently this is what Central wanted me to see. Why would it do this? I stopped him.
Charlie.
Because it wanted him
promised
to
I
be
could help,
neutralized.
and then it did this to him.
I mean,
Maybe
should
it's
that be
trying to hammer
surprising?
home the message. After all, Central didn't ask you to talk him out of it. It said neutralize.
Why would it be so?
Dr. Regis.
You. Soulless.
Yeah.
Callous. I promised him.
His euthanasia was a necessary
Why?
measure. 75% of the captured bombers have attempted self-immolation in custody. The risk of repeating such an action
So you
was
don't want to repeat
unacceptable.
that. Well, I suppose that kind of...
Whatever the case may have been, cell command offices are now safe from...
Are they?
Central?
What the heck?
Uh-oh.
General alarm.
General alarm. Central functions compromised.
Has this just been...
Mobilized T-War
Has this
attacks
Central just been
dangerous nuclear
hacked?
Systems. Systems entering siege mode. All personnel equipped for abstract dynamic countermeasures. Please report to action stations. Repeat.
What?
Abstract dynamics to action stations.
I think that
Sounds
system's
like I'm needed.
just gone. Okay,
Remember,
so she's
no
going.
matter what Central says, you've done a great job today.
Yeah, thanks. Okay, well, now that we've got that thing, I think we need to go and deliver it, don't we? We need to go and deliver that thing. She's just gone off screen to the left. So we're going in the elevator. And we're driving back to the place, to the safe place. Guess we're gonna go there. I guess we drop off the... What is that? What was that?
What the hell is this?
It is what you saw earlier to show you two things.
What?
Firstly, it serves to prove what I have in
Oh,
my
so I see. So this was one of this was the one he smashed.
Be very careful what you say when you speak with me.
Okay.
I have the memory module from Vanderwall's place.
Good. Place it on the bench in your garden.
Place it on the bench. That's all he wants. He just wanted this memory module. So I guess we'll take it and put it on the bench.
Okay, module's in the garden.
Excellent. I'm sending you an address. It's a dump of a studio apartment out in the barrel. The occupant is on vacation. I want you to destroy it.
Do you?
Excuse me?
Okay then.
Procure an explosive device, plant it within his apartment.
A
Where am
bomb?
I supposed to find a bomb?
You
A
work
bomb?
for Cell, Dr. Regis. If anyone had access to such a device, I have no doubt it would be yourselves.
Why would I want a...
Legitimate or otherwise.
What do I need a bomb for?
Why do you want this apartment destroyed?
My reasons are not your concern.
I mean, I know where I can get
What
explosives.
is your concern,
That
however,
guy's
is the
body,
matter of your
obviously.
embryo's safety.
His
How would I even get
bones.
something like that out?
I hear Central isn't quite itself at the moment. Strike
Do you?
now while the iron is hot.
What does that mean? Alright.
I guess I don't have a choice.
I knew you'd make the right decision, Dr. Regis.
Because he's just going to smash
Return to your
another one of the
garden
things,
after
isn't
the
he?
task is complete. I shall contact you then.
Okay. Seems like we're expected to do some slightly wrong things. Well, let's go back to Cell then. And I guess we're going to go, well, let's go in our office first. Well, there's the maid.
Huh.
we have here?
Should have turned these over to the evidence locker.
Knife, gel, and the hand. Okay. Maybe we need those for some reason. Let's go back to there. We need to get a bone from this guy's body, I guess, as an explosive. If we do some more surgery on the body, maybe we can sort that out. The body has not had a great deal of examination. You suppose they're being careful about the potentially volatile nature of parts of his body. You make a slice along his thigh and pull his femur loose. Lovely. They're going to know, though, that I've done that, aren't they? I mean, they are. Well, anyway, let's go and do what he's asking me to do. So back we go again. But this time we're going to the apartment that we were asked to go to. So what apartment's this? Okay, so we want to... This is that... Oh, hey, this is that girl's apartment. Okay. So... I guess what we want to do is attach heat.
That doesn't need...
Okay. If I set this to, like... It's a bit high. I don't know, let's set it to, like, 200. And then we attach the bone to it. And then let's throw that down. Uh-oh. Oh, come on. We want to take the bone and we want to, I don't know, throw it in the toilet. And will that blow up? No, we're leaving. So what's that going to do? Ah, she's in the one underneath.
Got it.
So maybe she didn't die after all. What's this doing?
It'd be an understatement to say it's been a
Yeah,
bad day.
more than a bad day, I would say.
No kidding. I sure wouldn't want to be you.
Yeah,
What the...
I've got a few problems.
Uh.
But I'm not going to let them threaten what I care about any
That's a
longer.
bit weird.
You say that, but I think you're yellow.
He thinks I'm yellow.
I've got a plan.
If you're so decisive,
screw you,
why
buddy.
haven't you unfrozen any of those embryos?
It's been 20 years, Regis.
What the...
You know
Everything's
who
coming
it is,
together as
Regis.
one vision.
There's only one person it could be, isn't there?
You think it's Baxter?
Well,
Baxter?
you certainly.
I thought he was in prison.
Good evening, Dr. Regis.
Oh, we're speaking to this guy again.
Where are they, you son of a bitch?
I saw your handiwork and was most impressed.
Where are you?
So you'll give them back.
I'm sending you an address. You'll find your reward there.
Wait. Baxter.
It was him. So it is Baxter. Sure enough, the tracker shows the cell's location, the call's location, the office of the now paroled Adam Baxter.
How is this possible?
How did he... I thought they hadn't released him yet.
Traveler, begin recording.
Okay.
Blau, if you're listening to this, well, it means they've caught me. It wouldn't be right if I couldn't explain things to you, though.
Who's... Oh, right, I see.
I've been blackmailed with the lives of my kids. I traced the calls the blackmailer made. There's only one man who would have done this.
Okay. Only one
Yet,
man.
Thanks to the neural governor, he's also the only one who never could have. I've got to see that justice is done.
He's got to make sure justice is
Max.
done. Okay, what are we doing? So we're going to leave. We've got our gun. Is that what we need? And then we'll get out of here. I guess.
Hey, Charlie.
Oh, maybe not.
That's Dr. Regis.
Maybe not.
Oh, sorry, Dr. Regis. Sir, I need your help, Doctor. Rescue brought someone in, but I'm not qualified to take the statement.
I'm very busy, Corpseman. Can't you find Santiago or Lau?
No, sir. They're still in the AR
Still
lab.
in the
trying to find
AR
out the
lab.
heuristic attack. It'll only take a second, sir.
A heuristic attack, so there's like a
Thank you, sir.
hack
I've been panicking all evening about it. She's in the waiting
on the
room
like
at the
central computer system that they all use. Okay, well, there's quite a lot of us here. So we're going over to this room, I take it. Where is it? Oh, it must be here. Is it in this waiting room? Oh yeah, it is, look. Okay. So here we are.
Oh, hey, some service. These flexes are broken. I can't input anything.
That's because they're not flex screens. They're sheets of paper.
Paper? What is this, the Dark Ages?
Yeah. I'm Dr. Regis.
I'm Dr. Regis. I'm a cell agent. I've been sent to give you the standard debrief after being involved in something like this.
Yeah.
It's our role to do all we can to keep you safe.
Yeah, great job with that so far.
Can I take your name and SOC number?
Sesame Ladha SN 134244.
That's a nice name. Indian? Sri Lankan?
Dunno. Raised by the city. Why do you care?
Yeah, exactly.
My wife was Sri Lankan. She always... Oh, you don't care, do you?
That obvious?
Any aliases? Net, trance, flow, those sorts of things.
Mandala.
Okay.
What's your employment status?
What do you think? Blue recycled overalls?
So, not currently employed.
Duh.
Perhaps they didn't think you had the right attitude for it.
It certainly looks that way, doesn't it?
Your health status?
Dunno.
How do you not know that?
Been busy. Only come out to eat.
Yeah, she doesn't leave her house.
Raw. Shall I put net addict then?
Put what you want. I don't care.
Where do you live?
The trance.
And where is your physical address?
Well, it was 13E8682 Zeus Street.
Excuse me?
13E8682 Zeus Street?
Yeah, you know that building, don't you?
They didn't tell you? Someone cut my network and locked my apartment. I just about managed to crack the door when the whole damn place exploded.
Jeez.
Exploded?
Sure, I didn't like the place, but I didn't do it. Hey, is there a net connection here? I haven't been able to hook up for hours.
Oh, for goodness sake.
Excuse me.
So, can I go?
Where are we? No, I don't think you can.
The girl in there's life may be at risk. Do not
Yeah.
let her leave without authorization from myself or Dr. Lau.
Can do it, child.
Okay.
Dr. Regis.
Yeah, remember to be professional.
Empty apartment, my
Corman.
ass. That girl was locked in there. That asshole knew what would happen when he wanted her killed. I know what he has against me, but why her as well?
Because...
Why is this taking so long?
I don't know.
Can I get back in the trance yet?
Oh, for goodness sake. Let's see what we got here. We've got a cup. We've got some papers. What do we have here? We've got a food machine. A water dispenser. Let's get some water. Let's get her some water. So we've got a cup of water now. What else have we got here? Some residue?
Everything I can scrape off my hands is in the cup.
Okay. We've put the wetware, is that the... Oh, so that'll be the wetware. Let's see, what have we got? We've got a screen. What does this screen do?
Hi there. How can I help?
Can I speak to you?
Sure. Just a second.
We're going to speak to him. Right, what's going on?
So, Agent,
Just Corpseman, actually. Quince. What's your name?
Sesame, Ladha.
Nice to meet you, Miss Sesame.
Open sesame, you know.
Pardon my asking, but you were raised by the city, weren't you?
You read that on my file?
Nah, I was too.
No way.
Yeah, we're practically family.
What? Is that how that works? I don't know.
I've been in here for hours.
I'm pretty sure that's
The guy
not
in
how
the
that
bed isn't
works,
much
guys.
company. What is there to do?
There's the terminal. You can check the news.
Oh, I didn't even see there was a guy
I
there.
can't stand as much of the real world. It's so slow.
I'm sorry. People don't usually spend so
I
long.
didn't even see there was someone
It's
there.
taking a bit longer than usual.
Until now.
I'm starving. It's been days since the last time I ate.
Well, you
And
could
was
have.
that because you were deep in the trance?
Yeah.
That's not the point.
Yeah,
I
it
couldn't
is.
get the food machine in here.
Yeah, it is.
Oh yeah, they take tokens. Here, have a few. You'll be able to get yourself something.
Oh, we're getting some tokens.
Is it any good?
What kind of machine do you have at home?
The kind that came in Skanto apartments.
Ooh, ouch. Yeah, kind of about that.
Oh, lovely.
Who was that guy who came in?
Oh, Charlie? He's one of the most experienced agents in Cell. A lot of people have trouble getting on with him, but he's just businesslike.
It sounded like he was panicking about something.
I've never thought of him as someone who gets worried. Grumpy a whole lot
Okay.
of the time, sure.
I need to get back in the trance. How can I make a connection?
Sorry, we don't allow
No trans
connections
connections in
from
here.
inside
What? That's inhuman! I have rights, you know!
Yeah, 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 yeah,
internet
yeah,
connection,
yeah.
you don't?
Come
It's
on,
not
I
a
could
human
just
right
hook
to have
something up
internet
through that
yet, at
terminal.
least.
I'm sorry, but it's for security.
Actually, was there not something about that? Someone was
Why are you keeping
trying
me
to
in the
have it
cell?
introduced
I
as
haven't
a
done anything.
a human
this
rights
isn't a cell.
requirement
The
to
cells
have
are only 2 cubic
a decent
meters.
internet
That's not the
connection.
point. I didn't break the law.
It's for your own safety. Charlie's asked to make sure you stay here until he gets back.
I don't feel very safe.
Yeah, well, you'll be safer here than in an apartment that
So,
blew up.
How'd you know I was raised by the city?
It was a guess, but your name was a clue. You ever notice how they always assign kids names from nature? Quince, Sesame. We even had a pomegranate in my center.
Pomegranate.
I suppose that's true. Never met any with any cool names, though. No tigers or anything.
No
Yeah,
tigers.
I don't think they do the extinct ones, though.
Oh, so tigers are
how'd you end
extinct.
up
Is
working
this
for
like a
Sal?
Blade Runner
I'm not
style
sure.
world?
Kinda drifted in. Most of the kids from my center ended up here.
This is a
Monroe
really
Center,
interesting
down by the
story
coast, that
and
is. Where'd you grow
game,
up?
to me at
Taylor,
least.
near the lake. Most of us just ended up on Skanto, unemployed.
I'm sorry to hear that. Personally, I think us city kids should stick together. There are so many
Yeah.
of us, we'd be a
Maybe
force
we
to
should.
be reckoned with.
So, what's your first name, Mr. Corpseman Quince?
It's Amadi, an Angolan name. Apparently, that's where my family
Amadi
came from, but
Quince.
I've been here as long as I can remember. The first names are always from kids' cultural background.
Yeah.
What about Lapa? Is that, Indian?
She doesn't
No,
know.
Probably. I came with a refugee shipment from the war. You ever feel like exploring your roots?
Not really. I grew up here. Newton is my home.
Newton is his home.
There isn't really much for me in the old country either. Except thousands of kilometers of radioactive hot zone.
Oh, lovely.
My apartment exploded.
Yeah, so you've got nowhere to go then.
Was it a nice place?
Was it a nice
no, but
place?
that isn't the point.
Come on, you know the
Accidents like
answer
that
to that
happen
question.
At least Cell were able to get you out.
I'm not sure it was an accident. My connection was cut and my doors were locked before it happened.
Yeah, that's what he's
Who'd want to hurt you, though?
scared of.
That's just it. I don't know who. I mean, I've pissed people off in net matches sometimes, but this? Thanks for that.
Anytime. Just call if you need anything.
So that's everything we're going to learn from him. But now we've got some tokens. Let's see if we can get some food. So we've got food and we've got a metal fork. We want to get out. I'm going to take this food and I'm going to throw it into this camera. Splat.
What did you do? I've lost the feed from the camera.
Does he come back in? What was the reason for that?
Oh, jeez, Charlie's gonna kill me.
Charlie's gonna
Why
kill
did you
me.
do that?
I like my privacy.
Just don't do anything stupid, okay? Please.
Okay. So yeah, she doesn't want to be looked at the whole time. I mean, there's another person in the room, but that's beside the point. Let's put that in our cup
I
too.
put some of it in the cup.
Because I think we need to make the wetware grow by feeding it. So we've got the guy over here's got a sheet. Let's have that. I'll be having your sheet, thanks, buddy. Oh. Let's do some damage. Like we can disconnect this table, maybe?
There. The table has been freed.
It's been freed. It's been freed, guys. Can we climb up? Okay, so now we're on the table. Let's...
I've given it a handle made of that plastic rubbery sheet.
Oh, yes, we don't want to get electrocuted. Oh, and then we can break open that light. And we still don't get electrocuted. And last but not least, now that we've got this broken light, we can probably start a fire with it.
This kind of sums up my feelings about paperwork.
And now we'll put those in the bin, and then we've got a trash can on fire.
I guess that's sorta safer.
And then we can warm up our wetware above the trash can.
Let's see if this works. Easy. Nothing stands between me and my trance.
So that's what we're doing. We've grown some more wetware, and we're going to use it with a screen so that we can hopefully get back in the trance. Even though we really shouldn't.
Got it. I can feel the net on the other side.
So that's what we're doing. We were trying to gain our rights again. And now we're back in the trance. Let's see what we got. So we've got an info wall. What does this do? Oh, it's like a door.
Alan wa salam.
Oh.
Hi? I'm looking for the internet. Are you tapping the line as well?
Indeed I am, except we appear to be doing it from opposite directions.
Okay. Yeah, I'm inside. You're outside.
You're a hacker.
Who are you?
That sounds so crude.
The sort who prefers to be called an adventurer?
I'm merely a concerned citizen. You can call me Jinsel.
I'm Mandela. This looks a lot like the kind of place I used to live.
What is the simulation? Yeah.
It was right above your own. In fact, we're
Wait,
trying
what?
to reconstruct the data from moments before the blast.
Uh-oh.
You know where I live?
We wouldn't be taking our responsibilities seriously if we didn't.
So who are these
we also know
hackers?
that it appears you've been targeted deliberately. These are shots we've been able to recover of the man who planted the bomb.
It's...
That's the guy I
Yeah.
spoke to.
You know him?
Yeah, he's the cell agent who interviewed me. He left like an hour ago.
Yeah. He did. Oops.
Why do you think it was me?
Looks like they found out.
We hear things. We're also aware that prior to the blast, you were trapped.
Looks like they found out.
Someone cut my connection and locked the door.
It would appear that you were being kept in place until the bomb was planted.
They probably could have just done it. I'd have been in trance for hours.
Probably.
We're hard to be certain. But now that you've escaped, it appears that your life is still at risk.
What's this? That's cell
Why would
agent.
the cell agent be trying to kill me?
Often Central's
Tell us
plots are
about the cell agent.
This, however, is too direct and destructive for how Cell works.
You think it's personal then?
In any case, he knows where you are and that you survived.
He's also got me trapped in one place again.
Then it's imperative that we help you to escape. Our agent may be
We
able
need to
help you with
escape.
that. He is close at hand.
The man in the
Wait,
cell.
The guy in the cell with me? Blonde pseudo leather jacket, got the shanks.
That would be Guy. Yes.
Sorry, I have a key in my
He's acting
pocket. I
as
just
one of
wanted
our
to.
relays within Cell.
You
So
think
that's
he
Guy.
can help me get out?
We work within our own specialties, and his is Cell. If anyone were able to furnish a means for you to escape, it would be him.
Okay. He seems like he's a bit nuts, though.
Looks like a partially built sim.
Indeed, we're using a number of different sources to reconstruct a scene. Cameras,
The reconstruction.
chromatographs,
She looks
even
like
target
a
variances and wiring.
weird
So
ninja.
why are you hooked up to Cell? No offense, but you'd have to be crazy to hack Central.
Fortunately, Central is indisposed.
Oh yeah,
An
because they're
initial attack
distracted.
appears to have crippled
Yeah.
them.
So lots of opportunists are trying to...
I wonder if that's that Baxter guy that did that too.
I was assembling this sim at the same time, when you joined it through an outbound port.
Who do you run with? Collective? A nun?
We're a circle of truth seekers and underground journalists.
In other words,
We go
not
by
those.
Jahina.
Never heard of it. What's it mean?
Well, who controls the media today?
Central.
Shishiki? They're the biggest.
No?
Exactly. Shishiki, whose name means knowledge. Except in this knowledge, there's nothing but
So what's this,
truth
power?
and lies. So where will people find the truth?
Oh, is this it? Truth.
On the internet?
No, that's not
No.
quite it. Jahilia means ignorance. It's meant to be ironic.
Okay.
Oh, I see. Even though you are on the internet, trance, that sort of thing, right?
I suppose. Anyhow, that's beside the point.
I'd better disconnect and see if your guy can help me.
That's
get out.
beside the point.
Tawfiq, I've sent you the location to find us at. I'll be here
Okay.
should you require any further assistance in your escape.
Do we need further assistance? So 871 Cyrus Street, D sector. Well, we have to leave then, don't we? And then disconnect. So we need to speak to this guy person or get him to do something with our wetware. Oh, so he's not human.
Got it. I've made a connection with his neural hub.
Well, okay then. So now if we trance again, I guess we make connection with him. Let's see, oh yeah, look, behind us there's a new thing. Connection to user Guy. We'll go through this door. He's stuck in a wall.
Hi there.
Oh, hey. Make yourself at home.
I
Everyone
will.
else seems to in here.
I'm Mandela.
Guy, I'd shake your hand, but, well...
His hand's stuck in the wall.
You alright?
Oh, yeah.
Clearly not.
Well, I would be.
What kind of question? Are you alright?
Would go away. I am not an imposter.
Yes, you
I
are.
am the real.
How did this happen?
Like this?
Well, you know that urban myth about the human resources Trojan?
The one that makes you move to China and join a factory collective?
Turns out, it's not a myth. If I'm correct, Cell have brought me in for treatment.
That's a good thing, right?
Well, duh.
Is it?
I don't want to work in a Han factory.
Is it a
All
good
glory
thing?
to the greater Han
Depends what
Republic.
they're doing. What
Shut
in the
up!
world?
Jinsel says hi.
Oh, does she? Tell her she owes me double for this one.
She owes him
Almost
double.
24 hours ago.
She says you know a way out of here?
Well, sure. It's even easier when Central's down. Of course,
Which it is.
I'm gonna need something from you.
What are you gonna need?
What's with Pinocchio?
It's a disguise.
A
Normally, by this
disguise?
stage, the Trojan is in control of its host motor functions.
Oh, is that what's happening? That's what the being stuck is.
And uses it to try to make a convincing flight to Greater Han.
He didn't look like he's in control in meat space.
Peace, bread, and work in the Greater Han Republic.
Oh, for goodness
It's kind of
sake.
a stalemate at the moment.
He's taking to bombard
Oh, I
you
see.
with
It's not.
propaganda instead?
It's trying to.
Thinks it can wear me down.
Yeah, wear him
Long
down
life
mentally.
and prosperity to our beloved land of Greater Han.
If you say so. Did I say that already?
Alright.
Oh yeah, just
Yeah, we already did that.
I am not. I am the real.
Why did all those other options go
Why are
away?
you in a cell in Cell with a broken Trojan in your head?
I'm acting as a relay for pirated connections into
Oh, so he's got something to do with the hack.
Pays
Okay.
good, though.
Money is the yoke of capitalism.
Thing is, it's been harder and harder to get into Cell HQ.
So you infected yourself with this?
They have to bring in someone with something like this. Even if they can't treat it, they can at least quarantine.
Giving you an ideal spot to relay signals through your neural wiring.
Exactly.
I guess so.
Fine. What is it you want?
What does he need?
I need an edge to help me get rid of the chatterbox. For that, I need epinephrine. See if you
Epinephrine?
can get them to bring any in.
And if they don't?
You look clever. You can probably find a way to make it.
Substance abuse is the curse of the working classes.
Oh, it's on it. It's on it again.
Why do you want this stuff?
Yeah, what do you need that
People
for?
here don't exactly know what they're doing. Cell's treatment might work, or I might walk out of here and straight to Greater Han. The epinephrine will give me enough of a boost to make sure it's me who wins the battle.
Oh, that makes
We
sense.
must persevere in the great revolutionary struggle.
Plus, it's the kind of thing that most chemical synthesizers can make.
Okay.
Like a food machine?
Probably.
Oh, there we go.
Don't go anywhere.
Don't go anywhere. So what's this? This is epinephrine data. Okay, well let's get out. We obviously have to try and make him some epinephrine. Which means we'll need to be in, I guess what you would call meat space. So thank you for using trance. I'm going to talk to the guy now. And see if...
Hi there. How can I help?
Can I speak to you?
Sure. Just a second.
Okay, what's happening here?
The guy in the bed? I know what's wrong with him. He's contracted a human resources Trojan.
How would you know this? Have you been trancing with him? Because then we might have to quarantine you as well.
No, I had a friend come down with it.
Okay, then. I can get something to help.
You can get something to help. Okay. So he's going to send this in.
Unfortunately, I can only try to stabilize him for now. We have to wait for a specialist before we can try anything stronger.
Okay. Can I get anything out of this?
Looks like it's full of medical stuff.
Hey, what are you doing to that drone?
I was just checking out the hardware. It's quite some gear you guys have.
Yeah.
I've done all I can for the moment. Let me know if he gets any worse, okay?
So we need to synthesize epinephrine using the food machine. And we got a couple of things off him, a scalpel and some other stuff. So I reckon we want to get inside.
It's different from mine, a whole lot older. There's a message on the panel. Insert coin, whatever that means.
Yeah, they obviously don't have physical currency in that particular world. However, I think we can get into the machine.
Wow, this is some really old hardware. It's going to need some upgrading if I want to make it produce.
So we got a memory and an optical module, which is useful. Let's... We can pull the table over. Can we pull it further? Okay, so we've got a table. I guess we want to climb up on it. Oh yeah, because we want to... We need other bits from it. Where's that scalpel?
This might be useful.
Oh, we've got a lens. Can we close
I've already got...
Yeah, can we close it so that nobody... Right, get down off the table. So now we want to... Well, I guess combine those
I've
two.
upgraded the optical component with the camera's super-powered lens.
Okay, so we've got a lens now. And we also want to combine that with the epinephrine, I guess. So now we've got an epinephrine memory card. Oh, I see, and then we want to put them back in the food machine.
I hope it understands its new orders.
Let's see if it does. We also need that to go back in there too, I think, do we?
There. It should be a lot more sensitive with that now.
Oh, a lot more
Let's
sensitive.
See what it can do now.
Well, let's see. So now we need a token to get something out of it, I guess. Let's see.
It didn't sound like the machine enjoyed that. At least it managed to make me a cartridge of epinephrine.
And now we have epinephrine. So now that we have epinephrine, I guess we put it into this injector.
The cartridge is mounted in the ejector.
And then we use the injector on Guy.
Now let's see if he holds up his end of the bargain.
So now we've got to go back in the trance, I guess. And see if that's helped him. He wanted epinephrine, we got him epinephrine. We just had to mess around a bit with the systems. Yeah, looks like that might have helped. Let's talk to him and see what he's got to say now.
Better? A whole lot, thanks. I managed to get rid of the knockoff.
I noticed that. You managed to get rid of that other one.
I'll be out of the wall and can help you leave.
I haven't got a few hours. What can you do now?
From here? Not much, but I could give you some options.
I need more than helpful suggestions.
I've got control of one of the utility drones. They use them for moving Kid around the building.
I might be able to escape if I was better equipped.
Atta girl. I've sent you the link to the drone. She'll be in your hub.
Okay. So we need to go back to the main hub area. Okay. Oh yeah, look, now we've got a security systems option. And where does this take us? Alright, so now we've got like a... We're inside a drone of some kind? Interesting. So let's go through there. Yeah, look, we're controlling that little utility item. And so we're going... I guess we're wanting to take it here. Doesn't appear to take notice of your drone. So we'll just go into the waiting room. And then I guess... we need to disconnect. And then we can do something with this drone. So what do we want to do? We want to trap it somehow. Stop it somehow.
Come on,
I see.
shoot.
So it's going to get bundled up in that. Its wheels will get all tangled. Oh, it can't. It needs to make contact with the metal floor to work. Okay. Let's see. What's it got on it?
This might be useful.
What have we got? A cutting laser. Yeah, that'll definitely be useful somewhere. Let's get this table back so we can get through that vent. I reckon. If we pull this one more time, it should get us right underneath that ventilation shaft. And we climb up on the table and use this laser to get out, I assume. Surely that's going to take ages. Well, there we are. 101, we're at germination. 8 hours later. Oh, we got two doctors.
Oh,
she's awake now.
Dr. Lau.
Hello.
Good evening.
And you are...
Surely you recognize him.
Well, I wouldn't have asked if I'd... Obviously, yes.
Dr. Vargas, you're the Central Operations Coordinator.
Quite so, young lady.
I apologize for the mess, sir. If I'd known we were going to have such important visitors.
That's quite all right, Dr. Lau.
What brings you from the Fulcrum Tower, sir?
A most grave matter, I'm afraid. One I believe you specifically to be most suited to handle.
Shall I, Father?
Please do, Galatea.
Central,
Galatea.
I believe the audio EM capture system in this room to be faulty. Please run a
Okay.
deep diagnostic on the system.
Certainly, Miss Vargas. Beginning scan.
What's it scanning for?
We have perhaps 2 minutes until the diagnostic cycle is complete.
Dr. Lau, have you heard of a gentleman
Oh
by
wait,
the name
so they've
Baxter?
put it offline so that they could have a private conversation.
Dr. Adam Baxter, convicted murderer.
And a brilliant engineer.
One and the same.
Yes, I've heard of him. My partner had a history with him. His
Yeah.
parole hearing and eventual release really got to Dr. Regis.
Quite so, poor Viksha. I don't think Charlie ever got over it. And unfortunately, it appears that he's taking things into his own hands.
What? So they know?
Dr. Lau, when did you last see Dr. Regis?
Last night, before Central went into siege mode.
Yeah.
Why? What's happened?
This morning, Dr. Baxter was found dead in his workplace.
Wait,
Oh,
is that?
Oh, Charlie, no.
Did he do
share your
that?
concern, Dr. Lau.
Central believes Dr.
Is that where he
Regis to be
went
the
after
most
the
likely
explosion?
suspect. He would have known that Central would be unable to provide oversight during the siege.
And he had no shortage of motive, as I'm sure you'd agree.
Well,
It just doesn't sound like him, though.
Yeah.
He had other outlets, like his garden.
I don't fully agree with Central's assessment either.
yeah, so he
That's
doesn't
why
think that he's
I'm
done it.
activating you on this case.
Okay.
You want me to investigate Baxter's murder with my partner as the prime suspect? Isn't that a pretty serious
Yeah, I don't think he's
conflict
the
of
prime
interest?
suspect,
It is
not
within
really.
my prerogative to select agents I feel appropriate for casework, if necessary. Using it to aid
Okay.
an old friend, a good man, like Charlie Regis. I think that's worthwhile.
Remember that your primary
Sounds
responsibilities
worthwhile.
are to the law and to this city.
You have a connection to
So
Regis as
he
well?
knows him?
Quite so. He worked for me in a research team.
He worked
as
for
did
him.
Baxter in the same project.
So wait, they worked together?
Picture Regis.
Precisely. We lost half of the team in one fell swoop that day.
Why did you cut Central's feed?
You're the controller of Central Operations. Why would you need to cut the camera feed with a trick like that?
I apologize, but for the sake of city security...
We want to make sure there's absolutely nothing watching.
Ultraviolet A, etc.
Plus, you know it was
I'm
hacked,
glad you
so
understand.
I might understand,
there's that concern
but I'm
too.
not happy about it.
Noted, Dr. Lau.
I think I've heard enough.
That's good to hear. I'll have Galatea email the case data to you. If I can be of any further help, don't hesitate to drop by my office.
At the top of the Fulcrum Tower. Make an appointment beforehand.
Of course.
Diagnostic cycle of monitoring
Well, that was good timing.
No wetware or firmware anomalies detected.
Excellent.
However, please ask Dr. Regis to stop obstructing the lens assembly.
I wish you luck with your work, Dr. Lau.
What, so he did
For
block the
Regis'
lens? Is there something above the lens blocking it? Oh yeah, there is, look. He keeps covering the camera with tape. Okay. Right, we're going to save our game. And we're going to name it what we normally name our saves. Which is, of course, Supernautus. We save. And that's going to be it for tonight, guys. So I hope you enjoyed watching me finish off Gabriel Knight earlier today. And I hope you've enjoyed Technobabylon. I have so far. I think it's quite an interesting game. And we'll definitely be finishing this off. Not tomorrow, because we'll probably start something new on Xbox tomorrow. And it's New Year's Eve tomorrow as well, so we'll probably play through into the new year. You know, so we can celebrate the new year on stream, I guess. We'll see how we feel about that at the time. But that's everything for now, guys. So thank you very much for tuning in. Hope you've enjoyed. Remember, if you want to find out when I'm going live, head on over to my Twitter page. That's twitter.com/Supernautus. Normally, as I say, live about 10 o'clock UK time. We were a little bit earlier tonight. We might be a little bit earlier tomorrow as well, because I'm only working till 5, and we can maybe get started about 8. Make a night of it, you know. Play something that'll take a little bit longer, maybe. So yeah, please tune in for that tomorrow if you can. I'll let you know when I'm going live. But as I say, probably about 8 o'clock tomorrow, just to change things up a little bit. So yeah, thank you very much again, as I say, and good night.